inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it here. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Bunyanyr, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously...
There it is! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Got a man, it's Boyd. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Spartans looking to take advantage of of this red zone trip. Here we go. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Play number 9 on this drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Smarty. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He might want another play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
Turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He'll do it himself. Man miss. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fine play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Let's go!
Now they'll run the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And the Spartans in the hurry up.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And 3rd down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Then surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important. Having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the 4th down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now. It may continue to get worse before it gets better.
Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think
they get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Defense covering it up and not letting gets a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. You just saw it.
And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On the run is Baxter. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll try to do it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Oh, they're after him. Toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Rush is on him. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's up to 51 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Underwood. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll try the run. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got it! Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got him downfield. All out of space. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Lyons. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the set. Hands it off. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the way in. He slides to avoid the hit. The Spartans will snap it on first and 10.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going with the ground game left. He breaks a tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Gonna run it. It's Baxter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.